All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled The Ghost of Mr. Right. I got a little age on me. I've been around the block a time or two. So let's set this thing up. You know, there's a lot of guys who are good guys, Mr. Right type guys. And now as I'm grown as a mug, I see these guys enough on a regular basis. And I see these guys situations in life where women are looking for the good guy again, that Mr. Right. And they're haunted by that ghost of Mr. Right. And what I mean by that is, some of y'all had a high school sweetheart. He treated you nice. But you was young and immature, and you just didn't do right by him. So, you know, toss him to the side. Then you got to college. And you thought about somebody like him. But you met a guy who treated you nice in college. Didn't do right by him either. I'm young, I got time. I realized I did that. We was in high school then. I'm in college, I'm gonna be grown and I'm gonna get it together. But now I'm just young, I'm doing my thing. Cool. You leave college and you grown. And you out here and you meet guys that remind you of the high school guy and the college guy. You friend zone them because they just not necessarily what you're looking for at the time, right? But they all did right by you, but you didn't do right by the person you friend zoned. And then, you know, and it can be multiple guys. It's not. I'm just using eras, not necessarily times, you know. But then you go out with these guys who you're just attracted to. Because contrary to popular belief, if you're a good guy and you're seen as a good guy, all that, you know, all those requirements go out the window. You can be tall, dark, and handsome. You can have a six-figure job. You can, you know, have a nice car, live in a house. If you consider the good guy or the nice guy, Mr. Right at the time, and they ain't ready for that, all that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whatsoever. You're too nice. So, you know, young lady navigates the world and she meets guys who aren't so nice. She's attracted to them, but they aren't so nice. You know, they don't do right by her. And in some ways, that's just karma. So, you know, wanting these guys that don't do right by her to treat her the very way that the guys that she didn't do right by is a conundrum in itself. But that's the ideology. Talked about this a long time ago. I know females who date a good guy. He just too good, he too nice. Then they date a guy who ain't shit. And then they want, you know, and then they treat the guy who ain't shit like they should have treated the dude that did right by him, that they did wrong. And then they get bitter because they treated the wrong dude right and the right dude wrong. That was a lot, I know, confusing. But slow it down, rewind it. And then this is how they go from relationships. This is the cycle. You know, treat Mr. Right wrong, treat Mr. Wrong right. Treat Mr. Right wrong, treat Mr. Wrong. And never just stop and say, hey, maybe I should treat this Mr. Right cat right. But these are the ghosts of Mr. Right. Because it's like, oh, this is what I should have did with him. I didn't care about him at the time. Problem. And I've seen this time and time again because even with the guys, they get friend zoned. I used to make videos laughing like I'm a friend zone veteran because I've been friend zoned enough to know how your friend who friend zone you will change if they see you with a chick that's fine. Oh, he's so nice. I'm just friend zone him. He's so sweet. I think he's just gonna orbit around me as a friend. And one day, if I really need somebody, I just pluck him out the air until I'm tired of playing with him and throw him back. And who is that bitch? What's she doing with him? I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. Where you meet her? I think she a hoe. I don't like her. That ain't none of your business if you don't like her. I like her. But I love you. This type of shit. Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt, don't wear it. Now, but it's the ghost of Mr. Right. Because as these women get older, getting all this attention from all these guys, because sometimes what happens is when these women are young and immature, or young and mature and still acting immature, they're addicted to the attention. They're addicted to everybody wanting them. And see, they've met Mr. Right on numerous occasions. But because he can't compete with all the attention that they're getting, because they don't want to lead a game. They keep saying, I'm going to holler at you in a couple years, and don't realize how many couple years didn't pass. She went from 18 to 35 in just a couple years because she ain't paying attention. I'm looking for marriage. I want to have kids. Too late for Mr. Right. And now you're looking at the guys that you're meeting now, because Mr. Right might have been done that by numerous people. So guess what? Now he has his choice. And I've said that before. These Mr. Right guys who are not, now he don't want commitment. Now he got himself together. Now he kind of looking good to you. Oh, now you can see all the qualities that in him as a man that you overlooked as too nice when you knew he was a man. You know, I don't know, kind of like, honesty, integrity, good character, actually caring about you, like being there for you if you're sick, like if your family members die, being there to hold you down. If you have a financial situation, being there to financially hold you down for that. If something goes wrong in your life, they can counsel you through it. All the things that you wouldn't do for them, like, when they parents died, bye friend, I heard about you, but I was busy with them other motherfuckers. They sick, they on their own, that type of stuff. So you wind up, it's just karma, like, but then you look at it compared to all the guys that these women are dating. And these are the stories I've been getting for years. Okay? These are stories I've been getting for years. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I leave him? Because all these women talk about they never, where the good guys at, where the real ones at. Most of you women who say that, y'all dated a few real ones, y'all friend zoned a few real ones, y'all just didn't want them. And you're replaying in your mind how far you would be. Because what happens is, social media is a mother. Because the ghost of Mr. Right, and this is what I tell guys, look, if you done with a chick, take off your social media. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Take off all that. Delete all that shit. Because if you start posting your life, it's going to kill her. Oh, he too boring. Where he at? What he doing? He out with what? How come he always having so? I thought he was boring. Ghost of Mr. Right. I could have been there. It's a lot of women flipping out right now about a guy that they used to know, who they're jealous of either his girl or his lifestyle, or a bit, or both. Like, that could have been me. And then people ask, well, why didn't you get with him? Because they don't want to say the real reason, because it sounds stupid. Because now that they grown and mature, they realize how being young and immature kind of shot them in the foot. And I had an ex who once told me a story, because this is what I was thinking about this today. That's what got me to make this video. She was like, I remember this guy, I did him so dirty. And for years, I got trashed by guys. And I would wonder, like, what did I do to deserve this? And it never crossed my mind. And I thought about how I did him. Everything these men did to me, that's everything I did to him. It was just different men did it to him. But she got in different men from different men what she did to this one guy all rolled up into one. And it's like, geez, you know, probably should have did that. And, you know, I know other girls, and why I brought up the high school stuff, you know, who are looking for a real man right now, or Mr. Right, or a good guy right now. They start reminiscing. Oh man, in high school, oh he was so sweet. In college, I remember that dude. He was so good to me. Oh, when I left college, I was grown. I was in this city. This guy right here, he just loved and cared about me, and he just so good, such a good guy. And oh, the guy after that, he was such a good guy. And then people started saying, well, why you never talk to them? I don't know. And then you just gotta live with the lie that all these mugs ain't shit. But you know, and then I'm gonna end it with this ghost of Mr. Right, because I said that cycle thing happens. Then you get with a guy, and if you left Mr. Right, he doesn't treat you the same. You don't go out as much. He doesn't compliment you as much. The sex isn't as good as it was with Mr. Right. Oops. Thought it was gonna be better, but it wasn't. You don't get the little gifts. You don't get the romance. All the shit that, now, when you had Mr. Right, all this shit annoyed you. You know, why you calling me? Why you checking on me? Why you telling me I love you? What is it? The nicer he is, the worse you treat him. And then he said, you know what? I'm done. And then what happens? When you get with the other cats that you all in love with, we don't go out. Sex is not even good. He don't give me gifts. He don't do no romantic shit. And then your girlfriends and your family like, so how's such and such? I don't know. I mean, I seen him on Facebook in the Bahamas with some fine bitch that I don't think he should be with. Smiling and shit. I told you. You know. So I'm done being silly today. I'm about to go ahead and eat some salsa and chips and call it a night. We out here.